It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be taking a look at the 7 new cards coming to NBA 2K24 MyTEAM today. Obviously headlined by the lock-in diamond Steph Curry. Now, Steph Curry is not going to be cheap, okay? We've talked about it quite a bit this week, and I've said it multiple times. I wouldn't have a problem with it, but number one, you got to lock in for Steph Curry. And a lot of times I'm fine with lock-ins if you have another really good card in the lock-in or multiple good cards. And I just don't necessarily see it with this set. We also do get the free Draymond Green. So going to be taking a look at those two cards pretty in-depth as well. Now, here's the problem I have with today. The free card we're getting today, the grindable card we're getting today is Ruby Calvin Murphy, who is 5'9" with a 43 ball. If you take a look at all these fast break cards, we got Rick Mahorn, unusable. Bingo Smith, unusable. Alvin Adams, unusable. Jamal Wilkes, not unusable, but a garbage man. And then you give us Calvin Murphy. I'm supposed to get hype about those cards for free grind when in the past we've seen Jabari Smith Jr. In the past we've seen Cam Whitmore. In the past we saw Chris Paul. Those were the free cards, not these garbage men. He does nothing on the court. He's fast, right? 94 speed, 94 acceleration, but he absolutely stinks in my team. And I'm not going to sit there and hype up a garbage man. That's just something I do not want to do. Now, if you get all those fast break cards, okay, then they lock in for Clyde, a small forward, 73 3 ball, 85 speed, 80 lateral quickness. Not bad interior, decent perimeter, but I mean, badge-wise, he's horrible. And I mean, I don't mind Clyde Drexler because I don't think the card is that bad. And I honestly think if you're no money spent, he probably plays. But I don't want to sit here and have everybody hype up Clyde as like another Dr. J, because Dr. J is so much better than Clyde. It's not even comparable. This is another one of those pay to win type of examples, right? When you look at Dr. J, he comes with 21 base badges. Well, Clyde only has 19. You go further, Dr. J has so many better stats compared to Clyde. It's literally not even really comparable at the end of the day. Clyde's fine if you're no money spent, but I'd go as far as to saying I don't even know if he plays over Desmond Bane. And I mean that with everything. Like, look at Desmond Bane's stats. He has a way better 3-ball and isn't that much worse defensively. Sure, he's not, quite as fast, but everything else, there's really not that big of a deal. I mean, I'm just telling you guys, Clyde doesn't really get my interest, to be honest, at that shooting guard position. Now, if you get Clyde, you get Draymond, 6'6", 7'1" wingspan, a 73 ball. But he does have some shooting badges. No catch and shoot on the base card. I'm wondering if the duo does give that. So if you get Steph, obviously the duo would give it. Now I'm basically going to be talking about Draymond without the duo because I don't think most people should get the duo. Power forward, 6'6". The big thing with Dre is how good he is defensively. Dre on the defensive end of the court is going to be absolutely elite because he's going to be able to guard the ball and he's going to be able to switch on two bigs. Now, question people are going to ask is, well, Ty, can he guard Shaq? Well, no. I mean, nobody really can guard Shaq, and if you're expecting this 6'6" Draymond to guard Shaq, you're going to be in for a long night. Problem with Draymond is his release is on slow. Like, his movement is good. The Chris Paul dribble style is fine. Normal leader is fine. Only a 73 ball, release on slow. I'm just a little worried with Draymond. I'm not saying that, he's useless. I'm not saying he can't play for you. I'm just saying, for me specifically, I'm a little worried at how good Draymond Green's truly going to be. I don't think he's going to be a garbage man. I just don't think he's going to be elite. Now, for my No Money Spent Squad series, even for my, best account in the game, does Draymond play over a guy, let's say, like Andre Iguodala? Yeah. So, I mean, he is going to play for me. Drazen Petrovic up next, 6'5", 6'8" wingspan. His hot spots are great, but I'm telling you right now, this release is not good. And I think a lot of it has to do with the Brogdon upper. I don't know for sure, so don't quote me on saying this, but I feel like the Brogdon upper, or the Brogdon release with the Brogdon upper, is always really slow. Now again, that's just kind of me looking at things and thinking about things. I feel like it's always been slow for me. 95 3-ball is crazy. That's the best in my team. Hall of Fame, catch shoot, quarter specialist, gold limitless. He should be the best pure sharp in the game. But I hate to break it to you. If you like Kyle Korver, I think Kyle Korver is going to be way better than Drazen Petrovic. And honestly, I'd go as far as saying I think Chris Mullin is going to be better than Drazen, just because they're going to do more on the court. And their release is going to be better. I think that's the more important thing, the more important factor here. They're going to have better releases than Drazen. Drazen's release is not good. Shot with it last night, and to say I was not impressed would be an understatement. So far, I mean, Draymond and Clyde are decent, but I'm not really that impressed. Hakeem Olajuwon has a 43 ball. So for everybody that wanted their Shaq counter, I'm sorry. This is not it. And I didn't expect Hakeem to be that great, but I'd expect him to at least be able to compete with Shaq. I mean, I know he's got the Hall of Fame anchor, good interior, good blocks. So, I mean, by those standards, he can compete with Shaq because defensively, he's absolutely elite. I'm going to say it. Defensively, he's absolutely elite. But offensively, he can't shoot at all. The 43 ball, I mean, again, you just can't, you're not going to shoot with that. And the big difference between Shaq and Hakeem is the athleticism, right? Defensively, like, Shaq's better. Nobody's going to argue that. Shaq is better defensively. But the big thing for me is that speed, right? The speed, acceleration, vertical. That's the main reason Hakeem's going to get dogged by Shaq. Other than that, I mean, if you look at just purely defensively, purely rebounding, he's close enough. Now, again, badge-wise, he gets blown out of the water again. Could you make the debate that Hakeem is the second best center in the game? Outside of Anthony Davis, yes. Because, I mean, if you're comparing him to Ben Wallace, I still think Ben Wallace is better. That's my opinion, but that's what I think. The tough part is, with this, Ben Wallace is just short, right? And so that's kind of the tough part, but Ben Wallace does everything better than Hakeem Olajuwon even. I'm not high on Hakeem. I do not think the card is great in my team. Zion Williamson up next. Now, the way I think, we'll see what Zion's defense is like. Not great. And see, that's the thing. I was about to say, the way you got to think of Zion is he's like another Draymond. But it's way different because he's not going to defend nearly as well. Offensively speaking, if all you do is run to the rim. Now, again, that's not me. It's like the opposite of me. The crazy part is that's all I really used to do when I was like younger playing 2K, but I kind of got bored of it, so now I'm just a 300 basically. But here's the deal. Zion, he's got all the finishing badges in the game. The card is going to be pretty solid. The thing is, defensively, he's not great, and he's only 6'6". I mean, that's really the difficult part with Zion, because it's like, do you want to sacrifice your defense just so you can get a good offensive run to the rim player in Zion? I don't think so. I don't think he plays. He's not horrible defensively, don't get it twisted, but he doesn't have anchor, no clamps. I mean, what is he really doing for you on the court? And his release is really slow. I don't want to sit here and gas how bad Zion's release is, because it is usable, right? I mean, it definitely is usable, but it's just not one of my favorite releases in the game. That I, did go into shoot around with most of these guys last night. The ultimate reward, Steph Curry, I mean, is he good? That's the first question. Yes. Okay, Steph Curry is really good. Because look, this is without the duo, and his badge count is ridiculous. I mean, you're looking at 34 base badges. He can't dunk. That is something to look at. But defensively, he's not even that bad. 88 speed, 84 lateral quickness, good perimeter. Badge-wise, you can give him some badges, right? Help him out a little bit. Not great, though, in there. But here's the thing. He's going to have a great release. Wait, yeah, it's a good release, right? Steph Curry on normal is still good. I wanted to make sure. Steph dribble styles, all those things. The problem for Steph is he's 7,000 MT that you have to lock in. Is he worth that? No. I can't even sit here and make the case he's worth that, because I definitely do not think he is. Now, if it's something you want to do, go ahead, lock it in. I'm just telling you guys, my side of it is I do not think he's worth the lock it. Am I going to lock it in? Probably not. And if I was to lock it in, it would be strictly for content creator type purposes. That would be it. Because when I look at this set, right? Let's go to the COOKIN set. There is not one of these players that is going to play for me outside of Steph Curry. There's not one. Like Draymond with the duo would play, but that's in kind of the grind set, so it's completely different. There's not one of these cards that's going to play for me. Hakeem might make the 13-man, but that would be it. Now, is Steph better than Kyrie? Let's talk about it, because that's going to be a question people ask. To me, personally, Steph offensively is probably better. Defensively, Kyrie Irving is so much better than Steph. It's not even comparable. It's not even close. Now, why is that the case? Well, I feel like Kyrie's player build is better than Steph's. this year and all years. And again, when you look at the defensive stats, he's better as well. Now, offensively, Steph's going to be way better, has better hot spots, has a quicker release. Like, offensively, not going to sit here and debate it. Now, let's compare these cards because I think it needs to be done. Offensively, yes, Steph's got a better release. Steph's movement's way better than Dame. But I'm telling you right now, Dame can cook offensively and Dame can dunk. So, offensively, Dame's in the same realm as Steph. Defensively, that's where Steph is so much better night and day from Damian Lillard. So, no matter how you shape things up, Steph is a top 2 point guard in my team. And again, as much as I love Kyrie Irving, Steph probably is just as good, if not better than him. So, I mean, I guess you're getting rewarded for Steph, but I think he's too expensive. That's going to wrap it up for my video. Let me know your thoughts on each and every one of these new cards down below in the comments. I mean, it's just sad because I wish Clyde was good. I wish we would have gotten a good Ruby in the fast break set today. Like, the fast break set was just kind of a letdown in general, considering we got 0 of those cards that I'm really super high on. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're doing it. As always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.